greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
Hello again. Welcome back to the Bitcoin Business Bureau. I'm your host, LitecoinLeader. You're probably wondering why I started this video with that clip from Kaiser Soze and the usual suspects. I know we don't like Kevin Spacey very much anymore, but this line is just too good to not use. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was to convince the world that he didn't exist. Well, today I want to talk about stablecoins, and I want to paraphrase that quote. The greatest trick the financial world ever pulled was to make you think that the stable coins are actually stable. What do I mean by that? Well, first let's talk about what stable coins are. For those of you new to the space, welcome. Glad you could join us. Stable coins are a cryptocurrency that is expected to mirror a government fiat currency. They say that a little simpler. It's a crypto dollar. So you have USDT, which is also known as Tether. You have USDC, which is Coinbase's version. You have TrueUSD. There's MakerDAI's version, DAI. There's RSR. There's BNB. All these coins that are out there, basically, they're just basically trying to make a digital dollar. Why does that exist? Well, let's say you think that Bitcoin is going to go down and you want to take profits, but you don't want to cash out. Go all the way back to cash. You want to stay in the crypto world. So you can sell your Bitcoin for a stable coin. And that takes let's say Bitcoin is $60,000. You can sell it for $60,000 worth of stable coins. And if Bitcoin drops down to 50 or 40,000, you can buy back in and you can either save some of your profit or you can buy more. So that's the concept. That's why they exist. It's to keep your money in the crypto space. But the phrase that I am having an issue with is the phrase stablecoin. Now, the crypto space gets a lot of attacks from the current financial markets. They make you think that it's way too volatile. It's highly unstable. If Bitcoin goes up and down, the market can swing violently. And to be fair, the prices do vary widely, and they do go up and down, but that's part of the appeal. If the prices didn't move a lot, you wouldn't be able to make the profits that you can. So again, this is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes. But I'm just saying that historically speaking, Bitcoin has moved 30 or 40% many times. If that was to happen in the traditional stock market, they shut markets down when they move 10%. So 30%, which is like about 3 days in a row last March, doesn't fly too well. But they have ways of keeping things to appear as they're more stable than not. So they have those wrenches that they can throw in the machine and say, oh, too much moving prices, we need to stop. So, but for the most part, the traditional financial analysts like to look at the cryptocurrency space and say that it's unstable, there's too much volatility. But you need to embrace that if you're going to get into the sector and use it as part of your investment portfolio and your path to financial freedom. And the phrasing of a stable coin to call a virtual dollar as stable, the dollar is anything but stable. And there's plenty of examples to talk about that. They continue to print dollars like they're going out of style. There are now $5 and soon to be $6 for every $3 that existed in 2019. So that $20 bill in your pocket buys about what $10 used to buy 3 years ago or less. I still remember $5 lunches. They were not hard to find a couple of years ago. Now try to find a decent lunch for 10. That's just an example. And now they hide things as far as what the inflation really is, but try and figure out, like, try and make your money stretch as much as it used to. And you know that it just can't be done. So the currency right now, the US dollar, is considered a fiat currency. I mentioned that term earlier. So what is a fiat currency? A fiat currency is a government-backed currency and nothing more, meaning that there's nothing else behind it but the power and the belief in the government itself. Historically speaking, those fiat currencies have only lasted not even 30 years on average. The dollar is over 100. So they've done a few things to make it last longer and longer. Most recently, the most major event was 1971 when Nixon took us off the gold standard. They did a few things since then, most notably the bank bailout in 2008, but things are coming to a head soon again. So once again, I just want to point out that stablecoin, even the phrase stablecoin, it's a psychological effect on people in this space to make you think, hey, the dollar is stable, not this crazy cryptocurrency. Look at Michael Saylor and what he's investing in MicroStrategies, how much Bitcoin that he put out there. They try to position him as a wild man with his money, with his company, but he's made a lot of profit. If you ever hear the man speak, you'll hear that he understands that cash is not an asset anymore. It's liability. It's losing its buying power day after day after day. Look at what Tesla and Elon Musk just did. They're now accepting Bitcoin. They invested some of the profits of Tesla into Bitcoin, and they have no intention of ever selling out. They are now going to accept Bitcoin for Tesla vehicles, and again, not sell the Bitcoin. Michael Saylor said he's not going to sell the Bitcoin. They intend to use it as collateral going forward as the digital gold that it intends and really is now. It'll be collateral against loans in the future and it'll be borrowed against. Now, think about it as an asset that's only 21 million that's ever going to exist. It's going to be harder and harder to get. So with that in mind, where does the money go as people try to get into the space once all the Bitcoin is unavailable? Altcoins. Now, you think you need some guidance in the altcoin space? Welcome to your guide, LitecoinLeader. Tune into Bitcoin Business Bureau and we'll help you along the path to learning all about the altcoins and all the things you can do as you get in and out of stable coins or other coins. So thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Wait 1 minute before you go. There's a little bit extra I wanted to let you know about. For new subscribers to LitecoinLeader.com, there's going to be an extra special game that we're going to play over the next several weeks and possibly months. It's going to be a surprise, but there's going to be a nice prize for it too. So stay tuned. It's going to be released in a few days. You'll know when you see it. I'll see you at LitecoinLeader.com.